It's Wednesday, September 25th, and this morning everything is quiet before the storm. There is no single breeze or movement of the air. Everything is absolutely still. The trees are not swaying back and forth. Not a single leaf is moving. It's just quiet. And that to me is not really good, because usually there's a breeze in the morning as I'm driving through here to go to work. So today they're calling for isolated thunderstorms. And we received some warnings from the Hurricane Center that the hurricane will be hitting this town and local towns by tomorrow. So I expect that maybe tonight we can get a lot of rain, and it is what it is. It's just another warning. The last hurricane that went through, we caught just the outer bands of it. We just got mega rain and a lot of wind. Okay, and that's what it turned out to be. So anyways, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to those people just visiting my channel for the first time. If you see something here that resonates with you, then please consider on subscribing. I'll be right back with more.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
So I thought that yesterday when I left my job, I was going to go to the gym and get a good workout in. I could have. However, because of the storm, I wanted to stop and top off my fuel, and then I stopped and did a little bit of groceries, got some cat snacks, canned cat food for them, and I got some water. So, yeah. Hurricane Helene, or Helene, coming through tomorrow, and if it's really, really bad in the morning, I don't think anybody's going to go to work. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, what else has been happening with me on my job? I continue to get complaints from customers about me. And these are customers who just taking personal shots at me. About 2 weeks ago, I had a couple come in just before I left. And when they came in, I was sitting at my desk on the phone with another customer, and I motioned to this couple who just walked in the building that I would be right with them. So as soon as I was done with the customer on the phone, I proceeded to give customer service to this couple that came in. But first, let me just describe what they look like. Not that it matters. So anyways, the man was about 300 pounds, about 6 feet tall, and in some cultures, they're referred to as hillbillies. This guy had tattoo all over his neck, his arms, his face. He didn't look like a happy camper to begin with. And the woman he was with looked to be possibly his wife or his girlfriend. So I casually went up to them. I said to them, "Can I help you?" And they said, we want to buy a lot of lumber. I got a list. I said, okay. So I went to the computer and they started reading off the list. And everything was going fine, you know. And all of a sudden, the next item on the list, I punched in the computer system, and it said we had 0. We had nothing. And at that instant, the man that I just described to you threw up his arms, and he said, you know what? Just forget it. We'll go someplace else. I wasn't stunned. I was taken back because we're halfway through the order, and it's not a big order to begin with. He just throws up his hands and says, you know what? We'll go somewhere else. I said, okay. And they did a 360, and they left. And about 20 minutes later, it was time to go home because the couple had walked in almost last minute, 20 minutes before I go home. And my manager got my attention and he said, did you have a couple who came to see you about 20 minutes or half an hour ago? I said, yes, I know that couple. They came in. When they came in, I was on the telephone, and I motioned to them that I'll be right with them when I'm done. And after I was done, I went up to the customers and I said, can I help you? They told me that they had some lumber order to submit, and halfway through, I couldn't find one of the items, and the male customer threw up his hands in a very dissatisfactory manner, and him and his wife turned around and they said they're going someplace else. And my manager said, well, they came up to us at the customer service and said that you were very rude, you weren't attentive when they came in, and I said to them, well, that's what happened. I don't know nothing else. So 2 weeks later, being yesterday, I'm at work, and after lunchtime, my managers called me to the office. And I went to the office. My supervisor was sitting to the left, and I was in the middle, and my manager said, this incident that happened went all the way to headquarters, and they want us to look into it. So, and I said, what's there to do? I told them I couldn't find what they wanted, and before I could say anything about getting a substitute, they threw up their hands and told me that they're done. They grabbed their little list and started to walk away. That's it. What am I to do? There's no adjustment I need to do there. I was not rude to them. I was very, very casual, very, very professional. And they didn't seem like they were receptive to me. Okay? And because they complained and said that I was rude, showed me that they had a motive when they walked in. When they walked in, they just plain didn't like me. Okay? Maybe if I was a naturally female, blonde and blue-eyed, they wouldn't have a problem with me. But they kept staring me down, and they didn't seem very friendly. They seemed very, very aggressive in their physical appearance. And then when I didn't have one single item that I couldn't find the computer that they wanted, he throws up his hands and snags his list of lumber that he had and walked out the door and said, you're going to go find someplace else to go. Instead, they went directly to customer service and filed a complaint. Folks, This is what I have to endure from working at Lowe's Home Improvement. From Lowe's Home Improvement. This is what I have to look forward to when I go into work sometimes. When I was with the Home Depot for 14 years, okay, 14 years. On my last week at the Home Depot, it was 2 weeks before Christmas, or 1 week. It was 1 week before Christmas, December 18th, 2018, okay? I was working shorthanded between two departments. And customers were huddled in a group and they were complaining about how there was no help. Well, guess what? I came out to help, and in the middle of assisting a customer, a gentleman from New York actually touched me. He said, "I need your help." I said, "Sir, I'll be right with you." He tapped me in the shoulder and he said, "I'm a customer too. I need your help, or I'll go get a manager." I said, "What can I do for you?" "I need to get this." He threw his hand in my face, showed me what he wanted. I said, "That's going to be over aisle 35, top shelf." "Go show me." I said, "I got to finish with this customer first. I'll be right with you." So, and I said, I can't leave him until I'm done with him. I'll be with you shortly. What you want is right over there on the top aisle. He made a 360 and went to go complain to me. He went to go complain about me to a manager. At that time, another customer came and he says, "I need help in hardware. I can't find no one in hardware." So I'm walking in towards hardware. As I'm walking towards hardware, yet another customer comes up to me and throws an object at me, saying to me, "I want this." Guys, it was a horrible, horrible night. When he did that, I'm already upset from the first customer from New York. And as I'm walking with a customer to another department, another guy comes, yelling in my face, telling me what he wants. At that time, because I was under so much stress, my eyes totally blacked out. Totally blacked out. And right there and then, I couldn't go on anymore. I couldn't go on anymore, all right? I did a 360. I went to the break room. All the managers and supervisors were sitting there laughing it up. I walked in there, took off my apron, and said, "I'm done." I quit. After 14 years, that's what I did. I did a 360. As I did a 360, my manager said, "What the hell is going on out there? I'm getting nothing but complaints about you." Okay? But complaints about you. I said, "I have nothing to say. I'm done. I'm going home. I quit." I just couldn't take it anymore, guys. I couldn't take it anymore. These are the things the employees at these two box stores gotta tolerate. Okay? We all have mortgages. We all have bills to pay. We simply want to come to our jobs, do our work, and go home. Instead, we gotta put up with harassment like this from customers who think that they're entitled. They have a sense of entitlementship. Okay? They're disrespectful. They're not nice people. And sometimes I get the feeling like the companies we work for just don't care. They don't give us the support we need to handle the stress levels that we deal with. I've been working at Lowe's now for almost 5 years. Okay? In January, it's going to be 5 years with Lowe's. And it's the same thing. Same stress level. And then we have huddle meetings every morning saying how we have to get credit cards, we have to, it's customer service, we already doing customer service. We can't give any more customer service than we're already doing. Okay? Instead, when a customer doesn't get what they want, either because something's not in stock, or when we're willing to even give them, but even when we're willing to find what they want, they don't give you a chance. They throw their hands up in the air and says, I'm done, I'm going someplace else. In my case, that guy went directly to customer service and had the audacity to say that I was rude. If I was rude, would I be getting 129 credit cards in this year alone? I'm leading my store in pro credit cards. My sales number is not bad. I'm almost $800,000 a year for the year. And then they tell me, well, your sales are a little low. $870,000 with a new person who's doing this is a little low? Really? I've been looking for another job to go to because sometimes I just don't feel like I'm being appreciated. Their procedure when someone complains is they have to investigate it. I understand that. However, when we keep getting customers after customers complaining because they feel entitlement, and it's the same shit every time. Last night, all I did in my bed was stay up and look at other jobs, other forms of jobs where I don't have to deal with customers like this. This can be very overwhelming. And I think I'm doing just fine. But the customers are overbearing. They're in your face. They have no respect. And this is stuff we have to deal with. It makes associates very, very paranoid when this happens. Even as far-fetched as to think, is the store sending people out to do this to us? Probably not. It's the customers. It's the type of customers. The majority of customers are not like that. It takes a certain breed. I had a customer come up to me sitting on a electric scooter that he came in on, and he said to me, I need these ceiling mounted fluorescent lighting, LED. I need 17 of them. So I took his information, I went on the computer, and my system says that we only had 7 or 9. And I checked other stores, and other stores had more volume than we did. So what did I do? I told him, I can give you 9 today, but the rest of them we have to pull in from a different store. All of a sudden, his eyes went black. He focused on me, and he started yelling at me, and putting me down and telling me that he wants this right now, slamming his fist and yelling. And right away, I almost lost it. I tried to contain myself. I couldn't. I had to get my coworker to take over. And I said, this gentleman wants these lights. I can locate 9 or 7. We have them here. I'll pull them down for him. And then we'll have to ICB more from different stores. ICB means to relocate them at different stores and have them sent to us. So ever since that day, this guy comes in every day. He looks at me, and he's got these eyes that just, I think he wants to just kill me or strangle me or something. The last time I saw him, he came in here with a young lady, and he whispered out loud, that's the lady that's got bad customer service. Just like that. And I didn't do anything but help him. Welcome to my life, guys. This is what I got to be tolerating at my job. But I have not been given up from looking at other work, because this is just too much. And quite frankly, I'm not sure I have support of my managers here, because when they call in the office, they're very adamant that we're the ones that went bad. Even though, like I said, I'm leading my store in credit cards. To get credit cards, you have to have great customer service, because when you give them a credit card or a pro card, you're checking them out, their products, you're selling them more things, and you're creating business. But fortunately, I don't think that my managers see this. So I don't want to get worked up. It's only 10 of 8. I got to go in and start my day. It's Wednesday, and we have a hurricane coming up. We have a hurricane. We got massive winds and heavy downpours. And I still want to have a great day. I hope you guys have a great day. And if you're in sales and customer service, remember, it's a fucking zoo out there. And sometimes you just got to block out the negative and keep marching forward. I'll be talking to you guys soon.